Hello students, effect of the globalizations. The globalizations, as we know that after the 2003-4, we are started with this globalizations and we are having this globalization in India also. And what is the impact of that? How this the business is grown or industry is grown after globalization? Some good impact and some bad impacts have also happened on the Indian market. So that we are seeing. So we want to discuss about here the what is the impact of the globalizations. The term globalization refers to the integration of the economy of nations with the world economy. How this economy of the world or economy of the other countries are influencing on the Indian economy. That is the things which we are having. It is a result of the collection of the multiple strategies that are directed at a transforming the world towards the greater interdependency and integration. So how this other country economies also depends upon the Indian economy, and or if the event happened in any corner of the world, how they affecting on the Indian economy. All these things are there and how they are affecting the business also. It includes the creation of the networks and transforming the social, economical, and geographical barriers. So this is the effect of the globalizations. Globalization tries to build a link in a such way that events in India can be determined by the events happening distance away. To put it in other words, globalization is a method of the interactions and union among the peoples, corporations, and the governments universally. It is the outcome of the policies of the liberalizations and urbanizations. So this is the globalization is happened. It attempts to establish the links in such a way that events or happenings in India can be influenced by the events happenings miles away. So these are the effect of the globalizations. What is the effect of the globalization on the Indian economy? Hmm? Indian society is changing drastically after urbanizations and globalizations. Economic policies have had a direct influence in forming the basic framework of the economy. We are also knowing that how the drastically the Indian economy is changing after the globalizations. Economic policies established and administered by the government is also performed an essential role in planning levels of savings, employment, income, and investment in the society. So this government planning is also is the part, and globalization in the Indian market, the government is also play the crucial roles. They made the good policies, and this effect of that is we are nowadays we are seeing that we are the third largest economy in the world. Cost country culture is one of the critical impact of the globalization on the Indian society. So this is also the impact on the our Indian economy. It has significantly changed several aspects of the countries, including cultural, social, political, and economical. So this is the major impact on the Indian economy of this globalization in all the manners, in the culture manner, social manner, or in the political manners also. So this is the globalizations in the Indian economy. What are the reasons for the globalizations? The reasons are like this: making a global travel easier by improving the transportation. Due to that, globalization increases. Then, advanced technologies made communications and sharing of the information easier. As we know that digital communication, social media, other things, there we are having the very easy communications with the other words, and this is one of the reasons that globalization is increased. The minimize the traffic barriers and encourage the global trade. So we also know that it is now very easy for us to for trading this trading in globally. So we are having the different new seaways are also there. Then air transport is also becoming cheaper compared to the previous things, and it is the frequency is also increased. So this is the one of the reasons of the globalizations. And global media, it is broad global media is one of the things that this is also the one of the reason that the globalization is increased. Some of the examples of the globalizations: travel, the capacity to travel to other place and express their culture. So we can have this with the one of the example. Due to this globalization we can do now these things. We are now seeing that many of the the Indian peoples are going abroad for the traveling and express their things. So, and many of the foreign peoples are also coming to the India for expressing the Indian nature and other things. Transportation is also increased. The international transportation system, such as air travel and shipping, is also the increase in this due to this, and this is one of the example of the globalizations. Now we will move towards this next part, that is arguments in favor of the globalization. Means indirectly these advantages. So what are the other advantages? Greater access to a global market. This is one of the biggest advantage of the globalization, that the market is now open. Whole world is market. Previously the companies are limited to the our in a country only. Now they can have their market abroad also. So this is one of the important advantage, or this is the favorable statement in advanced technology. We can have the technology exchange due to the globalizations, and which can improve our product also. Next is for the better future perspective for the large industry. The companies which are having the large industry, they can have the better perspective. They can go abroad and they can set up their setups. Previously we are having the limited things. Before globalization, it is not possible for them to go abroad and expand their business, but nowadays we can do these things in a good manner. Then some of the argument against the globalizations means what some of the disadvantages. The benefits of the globalizations occur more to the developed countries, as they are able to expand their market in other countries. This is the concern which we are having. We know that we are a developing country, but some of the developed country already established their technology. They are well developed technologies, and there are many big companies are there. So they are what they are doing. They are expanding their business in the developing countries like India, and there they can get the cheap labors and other things, and they are making their profits. So this is one of the drawback of the this globalizations. It compromises the welfare of the peoples belonging to the developing country. So when this developing country want to increase their business and industry, so they are welcoming all this developed countries companies to invest their money in the company. So they are compromising the peoples in the developing countries in a different manner. Then market-driven globalization increase the economic disparities among the nations and peoples. Means there is a disparities in the peoples are increasing due to this globalizations. The companies which are making the more and more practice profits, big companies and small companies don't get this chance to make the profits, and they are not getting that much profit also. Now we will move towards the next part, this advantages of the globalizations. There are the advantages, many advantages. Some of that advantages are like this: increase in employment. As globalization started, we are having the special economic zones are created in everywhere in that which is produced the new jobs. Automatically, the employability in India is increased. Export processing zones are also made in the India. That is also increasing the employability. Another additional factor in the India is this cheap labor. Due to that, many of the companies, foreign companies, invested their money here and set up their industries. And due to the cheap labors they are getting, so automatically this is producing the more and more jobs in India. So employability is increased. Increase in compensation. After globalizations, the level of compensation has been increased because foreign companies are coming here, their rules and regulations, their ethics and all these things, they are following that all these things. So if these companies are following, automatically they are giving the pressure to the Indian companies also to follow these things, because there is a comparison here, and due to this particular things, compensation is increased, and so the skills which is required and knowledge which is required for the foreign companies, if this employers having these things, then employees having these things, then they can get the more salary and then more things. So this compensation is also increased due to this globalization, or the salary packages is increased due to the globalization. Now also we can see that MNCs are having the better packages than the companies which were having Indian companies. So automatically, and the MNCs having the different rules. So and our companies. So slowly, our Indian companies are also giving the similar packages, similar benefits to the employees. So these are the effect of the globalization, positive effect of the globalization. High standard of living. After globalization, standard of living is increased. Due to the increase in employability, increase in the compensation, automatically the standard of living is also increased. This change is notified with the purchasing behavior of the person. Nowadays, we can see that purchasing ability and purchasing things are more and more. So we can see here that these are the things which we can go through this, and we can have this different sources. Automatically, it is increasing the standard of living of the things. So these are the things which we are having the some of the advantages of this globalizations. Now we can see here that these are the some effects of the globalization, positive effects of the globalization. Now this is the last from the point from the our first unit, that is a business environment. Hope that we have discussed all these points, and now we will discuss about the what may be the questions which is asked. The question may be asked is like that: what is a business environment? What are the factors which is affecting on the business environment? This may be the questions which we are having. We already discussed that. Then they are discussing about what are the different types of the business environments. Discuss the any two of these things. That may be the asked as one of the questions. Then what is the external environment and internal environment? These may be asked here, and what are the components of the external environment? What is the effect of that? And all these things we will may be asked. Then we are having the what is the general environment? What is the factors of the general environment? This may be asked here. This general environment and ask all these things. Then they may ask the questions like this: what is the task environment? What is the forces of the task environment? How they are impacted? What is the advantage of the task environment? Disadvantages of this? This may be the also they have these questions. What is the social responsibility? What are the factors affecting on the social responsibilities? What are the different types of the responsibilities, social responsibilities? This may be asked the one of the questions which we are having. Then they may ask the questions like this: what is the ethics in a business? How they affecting on the this business, or what is the impact of that? What are the different types of the ethics which we have to follow? This may be the one of the things which we have to may be asked here. And lastly, they may ask the what is the effect of the globalization? What are the advantages of the globalization? Disadvantages of the globalization? How the globalization is impacted on the Indian economy? Like similar kind of the problems may be asked. Questions may be asked in the exam. Now we will give you this detailed list of the questions which is asked on the first unit. So this is about the our first unit. You go through these videos, and if there is any query, we will meet in a doubt clearing session. Thank you very much.